What's up, everybody? Sorry for the slight delay, but I'm really excited to join you once again for yet another Coincider live stream. Like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 noon Eastern time. Really hard to forget. So I'm really excited to do another week's worth of streams with you guys. Starting with today, it's Monday. Hello, happy Monday, everybody. And chat, just let me know, quick mic check, if you can hear me all right. And then we will get going. We'll dive into the usual. And by the way, last time my goal was 50 likes, and it got way more than 50 likes on the stream. So, and that includes people watching after the fact. But my goal this time is 75 likes. So for those watching now, if you can give me a quick thumbs up, that would help immensely. But let's see. Let me just dive into the first section. I got a screen share and I got to pull up some links for y'all. Let's see. 1 second. Okie dokie. Share screen. Okie dokie. And let's start with the market pulse segment. Like usual, I like to do a quick market pulse before we dive in to the latest topic, which, by the way, the latest topic, actually, 1 sec, before I go into market pulse, the latest topic today is the fact that alt season is already here. It's just not where you think. There is a crazy alt season. It's just not in the crypto markets. I promise you, I'm not BSing you. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to cover some of the biggest ones that are really rocketing right now and all the different opportunities going on. That's going to be the meat of this stream, okay? But in the meantime, first, a market pulse. So crypto markets, right? Nothing really too much to noteworthy. I mean, Bitcoin is like roughly flat, still around 107K, quite indecisive there. ETH not much, around 2,500. And yeah, Solana been up a little bit, and Hype also up a bit. So yeah, nothing really too much out of the ordinary. Not a big move day. In terms of fear and greed index, still at greed, not at extreme greed, but still at greed right now. People are feeling a little bit more greedy than the past week. So that's about the same sentiment I feel. I still feel a little bit uneasy though. So, dang, how do I close that crap? Okay. But now let's take a look at, wait, why is this not showing up? Trading view Bitcoin, right, market cap Bitcoin dominance. Wow, look at this. It is, Bitcoin dominance is going down a little bit. It's not really anything too noteworthy. Like over here on this side is a pretty large, like people was screaming for alt season, but then it retraced to new all-time highs. This is Bitcoin dominance, by the way. So yeah, I mean, nothing really too noteworthy here. We had a little bit of retrace for Bitcoin dominance, but all signs are that this is going to continue to go higher. Like if we zoom out to the weekly, all signs are this is going to continue to go at least a little bit higher, right? To like, I feel like 69% is kind of written for the memes, but it could even go up to like the 70s or so, right? Bitcoin dominance before it finally tops for this cycle. This has been kind of crazy. Another thing we got to look at is DXY, of course, dollar strength. This has still been dropping. Let's go down a little bit more granular. Yeah, look, it's still dropping quite a bit. Dang, I need to Still dropping. DXY. Dollar, weaker the dollar, the stronger Bitcoin and other risk assets, right? That's why, like, I think NASDAQ is, NASDAQ is just putting in all-time highs still, right? So looking at Bitcoin ETFs, look at all these flows. Yeah, positive flows. Positive flows. And where is, right here, still positive flows for ETFs. So that's good to see. When things turn negative for a bit, that's like usually the price, not good for the price. Now, I added something else for the market pulse. Or let me look at chat for a sec. Let's see. Alt season already started. Really? Alt index chart. Yeah, actually, great point, Joshua. Let's check that out. Instead of Polymarket, altcoin season index. Let's see right here, CoinGlass. Yeah, look. It's still Bitcoin season. And we're still in the orange right here. We're not even close to the blue yet. So that little mini fake scam pump right here was the 6-day mini alt season, and then boom, back down to the orange. So it's still Bitcoin's still king. It still has most of the fundamental drivers, and that's the quick market pulse of the day. I respectfully disagree with you. At least not in the crypto markets. I disagree with you. I think we have lower to go. But market pulse. The next segment of the stream is biggest news. But remember, folks, last time we got 50 likes on the stream, no problem. This time the goal is 75 likes. So if you don't mind, just if you're watching right now and your finger is near the like button on your phone or on your laptop, then just click that like real quick. That would help me out immensely. Okay, biggest news is the next segment, okay? Let me close some of these tabs and pull up this biggest news. Can you guess what it is, folks? Chat, can you guess what it is? Well, it has to do with something Ethereum related, but it's not really Ethereum. Check this out. So there's a conference right now called ETHCC, and Robinhood is there. They're with some big names, Vitalik, Johan, and AJ, which means pure speculation, but in my opinion, Ethereum, Arbitrum, and Robinhood only means one thing. Robinhood going to announce its own chain tomorrow at ETHCC. There's a lot of speculation here. Even Off-Chain Labs wrote bullish. You see this? But check this out. It's still not like official, but it's enough chatter to make me think that it's official. Basically, check this out. Robinhood announced that they'll offer tokenized stock trading in the EU and that they're developing their own layer 2 blockchain on Arbitrum. And guess what this means? ARB coin market cap. Guess what that means for ARB? Boom! Rocket ship. Boom! It kind of retraced a little bit, but this was the announcement. Now, do I think that this really benefits ARB? No. But this still is really bullish. If we just look at this Robinhood, not Chainlink, this Robinhood chain. Robinhood, this is the CoinDesk article. Develop its own. This is, remember, Coinbase has Base. Now Robinhood wants its own chain. Folks, how many of y'all are going to go use the Robinhood chain? Chat, let me know if you're going to use Robinhood chain and like, just, I don't know if they're going to have their own token or not. Maybe not, but check this out. Hood up 10% today. 80 billion market cap. What is Coin at? Is Coin above or below? Coin is above right now, but Hood is just, this is a two pony race between Hood and Coin. Hood to Coin stock ratio. Let me see if we can check this out. Hood to Coin stock ratio. Can we get that on? I'm a noob, but is there like a Coin to Hood? Hood Coin, maybe. I have to like do it separately, but okay. But yeah, that is chat, let me know if you would use Robinhood's chain just like a lot of people use Coinbase's base. Right? There's not reason to use their chain. Maybe direct access from Robinhood app, right? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe retail DAO should also expand to Robinhood chain. We're already on base. What site? It was CoinGlass, Maverick. CoinGlass. Let me post that in the chat. Very small pump. Honestly, Frank, some people in the retail DAO are shorting XRP because they see some weakness in the markets. So you definitely should join retail DAO to follow their swing trades and whatnot. Why did Trump stop talking about the $5,000 Doge stimulus checks? I think it's because Doge didn't really save that much, to be honest. No hate. I like what they're doing, but they honestly didn't really save us that much, and they didn't really find that much fraud or waste. I mean, they found some waste, but compared to like the trillions of dollars of budget increases and stuff like that and debt, it's peanuts. So I don't think we're gonna get $5,000 Doge stimulus checks, just FYI. Ethereum goes to 25K. Honestly, I highly doubt it. They have a lot of work to do, bro. Okay. So, like I said, the main segment of today is the whatchamacallit. One sec. Main segment of the day is Altseason, but not in the crypto markets. Altseason is here. It's just not where you think. But first, I want to really quickly shout out our channel partners, Plutus. You guys definitely should check this out, including in my link below. But if you don't know what Plutus is, it's a Visa debit card and mobile app that gives you rewards like cashback and digital perks when you use it to like spend, right? It's like a regular debit card. You top it up from your bank account and then you can use it in a store or online, and it helps you like really track everything in the app. But here's a difference from normal kind of debit cards per se, and that's the fact that every time you spend, you earn rewards in the form of plus. Like, for example, if you buy groceries or pay for Netflix with your Plutus card, you get plus back automatically. And these reward points can then be used to unlock cashback, gift cards, or other perks inside the app. It's available for people in the UK and Europe right now, and it's fully regulated, and they've paid out more than 20 million pounds in rewards already. So you should care, because other cards give you like weak and like just crappy rewards, but this gives you real cash back, and it lets you save money at brands that you already use. So these rewards are like really easy to earn, redeem, they never expire, and it's really perfect if you want more value out of your daily spending, whether you care about crypto or not. Like, this is a really gorgeous experience, and they have a lot of merchants, a lot of rewards, a lot of perks from like all these brands that you already use, right? And the point is, if you like the crypto aspect, that's awesome, but you don't necessarily need to like deal with that stuff. Um, but I do want to. It's where's it available? UK and EU. So check it out using my link in the description. Um, One sec. I still have one thing I want to spotlight here, so stick with me here. And that's their Plutus CASHBACK. Right? This is a relatively new feature coming soon, and it gives you really great cash back at 200 plus popular brands, instant cash back, and cashback rates go up to 30% at some brands, paid right back into your account to spend again. But here's the thing, to unlock cashbacks at a certain brand, you need Plus. And those are just digital points that you earn by using your Plutus cards. Once a brand is unlocked with Plus, it stays unlocked for you as long as Plutus is still partnered with them. So the more you use your card, the more Plus tokens you earn, and the more brands you can unlock, and the more cash back you can claim. So you can get higher reward levels by holding and stacking their Plu token in a connected wallet, and that gives you access to higher reward percentage, top brands, and even higher cash back. Like I said, they've added a ton of brands this year, so you'll always be able to find options that fit what you want. Use my link in the description to get started and claim 50 pounds or euros in Plus for free. That's enough to unlock cash back at multiple brands right now or redeem a gift card discount. So just sign up, check out the card. You can get a free trial and start getting real rewards or cash backs. Link in the description. And yeah, like I said, this is starting July 2025, and it's Plutus Cashback, a relatively new feature that can get you all sorts of things, right? Like up to 30% cash back, costs just 1 Plus to unlock. So if you sign up using my link, you can already get that, and so forth. Yeah, definitely check this out. Alrighty, back to the other stuff. But remember, goal is 75 likes on this stream. And let me get to the main part. So let's see. I got to use TradingView, right? No, I don't even need to use TradingView. I can just use... Okay, so like I said, let me create a new chart. Dang, why is this tripping right now? Here we go. It's Altseason, just not where you think. It's not in the crypto markets. Our altcoins are, some of them are doing okay, right? But most of them are mostly like sideways. Bitcoin is really dominating. But guess what? Guess what? We have a certified Altseason all across the stock markets. So are y'all, chat, are y'all using Robinhood and other apps to get in on some of these I even said altcoins. They're stocks, but they're performing like our altcoins are supposed to do. Look, check this out. Robinhood performing better than most of our alts. This is just 1 year. This is just 1 year. New all-time highs, guys. Check this out. Also, it's not only crypto-related stocks, though, but Coin also. Remember how Coin was the highest at its IPO? Actually, it went a little bit higher than that. But right now, new all-time highs. Almost $100 billion market cap. Coinbase, right? Circle. Let's see how Circle's doing. Circle dropped down quite a bit from its high. But actually, Circle's worth looking at in TradingView. Let's look at Circle. Circle Internet Group. Right here. Daily. Let's do a little bit more granular. Yeah, it dropped down quite a bit. This was two like blow off top. I told y'all this is a blow off top. It may consolidate for a bit, but I think eventually it goes down to like less than 100 even eventually. I wouldn't short this, but long term puts maybe if you know what you're doing there. Yeah, alt stocks exactly. That's the way to call it. Alt stocks. Um, it's alt season, right? Let's see. Back to here. But there's some other ones like Galaxy, folks. I bought Galaxy late last week. Up. Actually, no. I want to look at Galaxy in TradingView. Galaxy. This is a crypto company too. Galaxy. Look at this candle. Woo, that looks good. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, this is from blow off top in 2021, but now I really feel like this is primed, and we can even look at some bull cases for it. Oh wow. They announced Robinhood chain. The Robinhood chain. SpaceX OpenAI will be tokenized on Robinhood chain. Guys, this is what I was talking about. Hood is rocketing. Any way to trade American? Yeah, there should be plenty of ways. What region are you in? EU, Africa, Asia. What region are you in? Let me know and I'll try to help you find something. This way, but Galaxy, look, some people wrote a crazy thread about Galaxy. Galaxy, there was some. It's like Galaxy Data Center. There's some threads about. Right here, look, Galaxy building one of the largest data center in America, 800 megawatts, scaling up to 2.5 gigawatts, designed for AI workloads. Like, Galaxy is bullish for more reason than one. It's one of the better AI crypto narratives. I really think Galaxy is going to run. Oh, right here, right here, right here. This is what. The beauty of Galaxy is that you have 4 to 5 extremely relevant embedded call options on top of a solid FCF base. AI data center, fiat on-ramp, full-service crypto banking, crypto blockchain venture, stablecoin proliferation, and more. And they own over 60% of the company like Novogratz. So they are primed to rocket even further. I bought a big bag, not a big bag, a medium-sized bag of Galaxy. Galaxy does everything I just said. I think I just shared with you. You might have asked this a little bit earlier, but it is all these things in one. Crypto banking, blockchain venture, stablecoin, AI data center, all in one. Super bullish. But it's not only these though, you know? It's not only my thesis was this alt season in the stock market. So I got to show you more things than just crypto related stocks, right? Like one of my buddies is really into this space stocks. Like this is up so much. Look at this. About a year ago to almost 50. ASTS Space Mobile. And we could take a look at Space. They're a little bit competing with Starlink, right? But those are still private. Space 5G cellular broadband. Make broadband accessible to all. Right? One of my buddies got in on this early. And then another one is well, of course, the one that, my goodness, freaking TradingView. I have to join this. Look at Palantir. Look at Palantir. This is absolutely insane. This freaking parabola right here. Right? Palantir. Altseason, folks. Why can't our altcoins do this, right? Maybe it will in the future. Maybe it will when Bitcoin dominance tops and the Fed officially pivots. Right? After all, speaking of the Fed pivot, Besant. Wait, this is Besant. Right here. Besant says that they're working to select new Fed chair in the coming weeks. So are we going to get a Fed pivot? Just because I think they're just going to announce the replacement, but they're not actually going to remove Powell until next year, right? Unless Powell decides to resign for whatever reason. Yeah, so what does Palantir do? They do a lot of stuff. They do like intelligence, AI intelligence for like governments, right? For intelligence agencies and things like that. They help governments spy on people and things like that. But they get, let's see how much they get paid. I think I lagged for a sec. Sorry about that. But Palantir revenue was 2.8 billion in 2024 and even higher now, 3 billion plus. They keep the secrets of governments. That, yeah, maybe so. We're still looking at the alt season going on in stock markets, folks. But first, I want to remind you the goal is 75 likes. If you're watching this, if you can give me a quick like, I would be forever indebted to you. Back to this. Why is this not letting me? Okay, there you go. Another one that is a fan favorite, SoFi. Wow, look at this. SoFi is like finance, like neobank personal finance stuff. Another space one. Do you guys like space stuff? How many of y'all are into space related stocks? Look at this. Up 700% in the past. I told y'all, alt season, all these are at all-time highs. Alt season is going on in the stock markets, not the crypto markets. I'm proving y'all multiple coins and not just the crypto related ones, right? This is space ones. Let's see this one. This is health related. Not at all-time highs, but this year it's done decently. This one's also a retail favorite. This year it's recovered well. Insurance company. And then there's a lot of robotics. A lot of people are in on robotics and automation companies like Serve Robotics, up 500% in the past year, right? Here's another one, robotics and automation. Rich Tech Robotics, 60% in the past year. I'm not saying that these are like ones that I'd personally buy, but I'm just proving your point that it's broad-based alt season in the stock markets. Like, are y'all paying attention to these too? I mean, I'm not saying we shouldn't hold our altcoins, but these are a lot of opportunity. Intuitive Surgical, it's Robotics for like surgery stuff, right? 23%. Okay. I'm just like flying through these right now, just showing y'all. Ouster, 155% in the past year. It's a LiDAR technology, 3D LiDAR for autonomous vehicles, right? Ouster right here. LiDAR, like deep tech, robotics, automation. Are y'all investing in these, chat? Rocket stock season. Yeah, stock season, exactly. Let's check out some of these. Virgin Galactic. Okay. That's like old school days, right? Virgin Galactic stock. Nah, this is still quite down. Virgin Galactic. Boston Dynamics. It's Boston Dynamics, not publicly traded. Rocket Pharmaceuticals. Rocket Pharmaceuticals. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, this dropped quite a bit. Wow. Okay, Rocket Pharmaceuticals down quite a bit. Why is that? Rocket Pharmaceuticals stock. Yeah, a lot of pharmaceutical companies are quite volatile, especially if they don't get approval from the FDA for whatever drug is in their portfolio, right? Analysts target $45. Dang. I personally would rather hold like real altcoins, but point is there's a lot of opportunity in the stock markets too, and we should be paying attention in some of these opportunities. Not invested, but looks like I should. Exactly. And also let me answer his question. Asia. Let's see. How to buy American stocks in Asia. Let's ask Grok actually. One sec. Let's ask Grok for a sec. How to invest in American stocks in Asia. What apps? Let's see. Through brokerages. Well, it depends on your country, right? Asia is really broad. Maverick. One man's life mission. Come on, what? Come on for what? Rocket Pharma should take a leaf out of micro. I mean, a lot of them do. A lot of dead companies do become crypto treasury companies, right? Best layer 2 to invest? If Base had a token, then Base. Presidente? I'm confused, chat. What are we talking about here? Um, let's see. Or maybe the best L2 to invest in, depending on if they're going to have a coin or not, is Robinhood Chain, like we talked about earlier. Maybe their token ticker symbol is going to be Hood, right? Same as their stock. Actually, I doubt that, but because they don't want to dilute their equity holders. But we'll see. So we looked at a lot of stocks that are doing amazingly in the stock market. So it's really like an alt season. I showed you multiple ones in crypto related stocks and outside of crypto that are at all-time highs that got us like hundreds of percentage gains in this past year. So if I'm telling you, it's alt season already here just in the stock markets. I'm not lying to you. But in the next segment, first of all, folks, goal 75 likes. Please give me a quick like if you're watching and you haven't already. Next segment is one of our favorites, KOL calls tracking. Check this out. Remember, those who haven't been watching my streams before, we do KOL calls tracking together in this Google Sheet. We look at KOLs and what calls they have made, and then we see if they're right or wrong. So let's continue to build this. We're building this every time we're building this together. It's manual, but it's more accurate too. Let's see. I already saved some, and if you've seen some things too. Okay, here's one. Another call by Pentoshi. Blah, blah, blah. He's basically saying that this time is not the same and this is not a double top. So, yeah, this is not a double top. Is what Pentoshi is essentially saying. Let me just... Okay. Pentoshi... what date is this? Actually, this is June 30th, 6/30, 2025. Not a double top like 2021, right? The double top was 2021, 2022. Yeah, not a double top. Here is the proof. Let's say end of 2025. Whoops, not 2026. TBD. We're going to fill out all these outcomes over here. This outcomes. We're going to fill them all out when their deadlines hit, okay? So Pentoshi's one of them. Let me take a screenshot so he can't delete this. Okay, next up. Let's see. What other calls have people made? Another Pentoshi one. I don't want to get too many from people, same person, but he wrote all-time high waiting room jubilant July. He thinks July is bullish. So let me do this. I'll give him 2 for this one. And this was June 27th, all-time high in July. End of July, TBD. We're seeing who is right or wrong here. Ooh, okay, y'all give me some good new ones. Like Money ZG. I'll check him out too. But first, I have some other ones. Ooh, I got one. Bob Lucas, basically saying he sees Bitcoin entering a parabolic phase over the next 4 to 6 months, peaking by year end, followed by a 12-month bear market. Must watch video. Let me get this one too. Okay, this one. Bob Lucas. Okay, what date was that? June 26, 2025. Parabolic BTC. This is a bold call. This is the type of stuff we want to track in 2025. This is the type of stuff we are tracking that we live for. End of 25. Bold call. He better not fucking back. Sorry for the curse word. Better not backtrack. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. I live for these kind of calls. Okay, let's see what Money ZG is saying. Okay, Money ZG. Okay. A lot of BS, a lot of stupid stuff, a lot of stuff from old. He's not really saying anything. So let's go see what other people are saying. One sec. Let me try to find some more. Let me try to find some more. Do I have more? Dang, maybe I had more from the other account that I liked. One sec. I don't have that account here. No, maybe that's all I had for now. Let's see if chat has other ones. Credible crypto. Blockchain backer. Okay, let's see what blockchain backer is saying. Blockchain backer. Okay. Bitcoin altcoins expansion waiting room as ABC. Appeal dropped. Okay. Oh, okay. Here's a good one. Blockchain backer bullish on altcoins, huh? Okay, let's see. Let's give him a quarter for this, okay? Blockchain backer. When was this call? It was June 7th, 27th, 2025. Altseason near. Let's give him until end of September. TBD. 3 months is generous for such a call. Macro CRG. Okay, let's check that out. Macro CRG. We are tracking KOL calls. Dip. Okay, I mean, this is like too short-term time frame, right, for me to really track. Yeah, exactly. We are tracking KOL calls together every stream. Remember, folks, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every stream, one of the segments is KOL call tracking. Miles Deutscher. Okay, let's see. Miles. Let's see if he has any calls that you can actually okay, nothing really to check out here. Bitcoin news 21 mil. Okay. Let's see. It's just they're not really making calls though. This is just like news and stuff, right? Alkanes are the future. Fine. Last one. Alkanes. Alkanes. Alkanes? What? I don't even know if this is right. Alkanes? Okay, I must be missing something there. Yeah, Dubai probably overrated. I agree. Okay. that's it for now. Remember, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, we are adding to this. This is going to be a massive list over time, and we can create ratings. We can create a historical view of different people, how much, because no one gets 100% right? But some people get more often right than wrong. Other people are LARPs. We'll see. That's what we're doing with this KOL call tracking segment. Yes, we are going to do tokenomics takedown. One sec. Sorry, I had to answer a message. We're about to do tokenomics takedown. So let me switch to that. Actually, tokenomics takedown. And quick, remember, goal is 75 likes, if you don't mind. But now, I promise y'all, tokenomics takedown, we've done Barachain, we've done Grass, and today it is none other than BitTensor's Tau. Let me share screen. So, this is really interesting. Maybe I should do that during the market pulse segment, Maverick. I like your idea. Hopefully I will remember to do this. Someone remind me, please. Okay, so BitTensor Tau's tokenomics is really interesting because they basically follow Bitcoin's idea of having halvings. So halvings is when their like supply issuance schedule decreases, get cuts in half. Right, currently 7,200 Tau are created on a daily basis. At the first halving, this decreases to 3,600. New Tau tokens are produced through mining and validating. But they have a new concept called Dynamic Tau that released this year, if I'm not mistaken, that has to do with how staking works. And here we can see Tau stats, like Tau staked over time. Check this out, folks. This is a great graph. More and more Tau is staked over time. We like to see that. Because I'm going to say this verbally and then I'll show you guys some screenshots, okay? But here are the pros of Tau tokenomics. First, they have a fixed 21 million token supply, just like Bitcoin, and they have halvings, which helps create scarcity. They had no VCs, no pre-mine, no vesting unlocks. All Tau is issued through mining, validating, and subnet participation like staking, right? So there's less insider dump risk. And their dynamic Tau upgrade aligns rewards with subnet value, which potentially reduces selling pressure. And there's really high staking, like I showed you. Really high staking, which reflects the community's, this is the staking, by the way, which reflects the community's kind of confidence, per se. Now, on the con side, their daily emissions of 7,200 Tau is a lot, and that could be a lot of selling pressure if adoption lags. Also, the Tau's token value, it really relies on staking and subnet utility, not protocol revenues, not buybacks, or not burns. So if the subnets kind of flop, then demand for Tau can stall. Also, if staking is just staking for staking's sake and not tied for like real subnet like AI value, then the ecosystem can kind of become like circular, right? But let me show you something, because that was a lot of talking. Let me show you something that is, where is this? Ah, right here. Let me show you another screen share. Right here. Supply and demand summary, right? Let's see. Can I zoom in a little bit? Yes. So supply, this 7,200 tau per day. At the halving, it becomes 3,600. High inflation, right? But it's dropping. High inflation. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. All this inflation coming into circulation. But on the sync side, tau staking is very high locking rate. But people could always unlock and sell. So it's not the best sync, but the rate is undeniable. They're also locking for subnet tokens, which is good as long as that keeps happening. So basically, we need continued growth and interest in subnets and their staking, right? As long as those two are good, it should make us feel better about the high inflation rate. But that's the main things to keep an eye on in terms of their sinks and faucets, per se, their supply and demand flows and dynamics. Filecoin, folks, do we want me to do Filecoins next? Maybe I'll do Filecoin in the Wednesday one. Let me know, chat, if you want me to do Filecoin for the next tokenomics takedown. Let me know in chat. So that was a Tao's tokenomic takedown. I hope that was a little bit illuminating. Personally, I think it's decent. I think their tokenomics are decent, is my takeaway. But let me pull up something else. This is my time for a different segment. Change my mind. I like this segment. Filecoin is good. Nillion. Just remind me of these next time, okay? I'm going to do Filecoin next, but remind me of these other ones on Wednesday's stream. But change my mind segment. I got to show you this. Change my mind. That InfoFi is a freaking joke. What do y'all think about this? InfoFi. Is that a freaking joke or not? Because check this out. Let me share screen. Why do InfoFi platforms have the goofiest names possible? Laudio, Zeet, Yapyo. I feel like an idiot even saying these. These are just jokes. They make Twitter unbearable at times. Just people spamming stuff, trying to get their airdrops, right? Isn't InfoFi super just like a joke and goofy? InfoFi is like, you guys don't know what InfoFi is? InfoFi is like Kaido. Kaido kind of started this. Kaido, it's like who has the most mind share on Crypto X for various projects, right? They track the mind share of different projects and who are the top yappers for each project. So basically, people started yapping a lot on X to get up these leaderboards and to get airdrops. That is what InfoFi is. And all those other projects are kind of derivatives of like Kaido, what Kaido started. It's like if you are the best Twitter influencer, have the most mind share for a certain project, then you dominate the InfoFi leaderboards. Yeah, it's like paid for information. It essentially, people who yap about certain projects get paid for it. This InfoFi is a complete joke, in my opinion. Change my mind, chat. Let's see. Oh, folks. DAO, or remember, 75 likes on the stream. That's the goal. Please give me a quick like if you haven't already. DAO updates. DAO updates. Our ambassador program is still going. Please check this out and sign up if you haven't already. Retail DAO ambassador programs. We have a lot of great people sign up. And also, we are doing X Spaces. We are doing X Spaces Tuesday evenings, once a week. The plan is for tomorrow evening, X Space. If you're in the Discord, you can check that out in our events. It's at would love for y'all to join our X Spaces. I'll share more in the Discord on X. So I would love for y'all to join us. And some of y'all can just hop on too and talk about whatever you like. Yeah, I don't care about those fads either. I think InfoFi is a complete joke. But Retail DAO is going strong. Would love for you to join us. Links below. Also, don't forget to check out Plutus using my link below. Right? Just click on it, check it out. It's a great experience. Definitely check it out for great cashbacks and other rewards. Oh, whoops. I forgot to kind of show this. Yeah, we can call it a DAO space. That's for sure. That's for sure. DAO space. All right, folks. That was a lot. Phew. That was a lot, folks. I am spent. I will see y'all when? Wednesday. 12 noon Eastern time USA. And then Friday after that. It's a great time. Please give me a like. Goal is 75 likes. I think we can get there. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. We have a lot of exciting stuff. I think I'll do Filecoin for the tokenomics takedown next time. And maybe we'll look at more into the Robinhood stuff as well, right? The Robinhood chain. That is the big, big, big news coming out today even. All right. DAO Space. See y'all there tomorrow night. Evening, Tuesday, Spaces.